Yeah, so Brother Likana, tell us more about your profession, or tell us more about your hustle, because we've seen you are among one of the best comrades in this campus called Rongo, whom are currently or actively participating in the hustle. So tell us, where have you professionalized your work, and how do you go about it?
I've been a carpenter for the past 4 years, and I started this kind of carpentry with no skills because I needed some cash. You know, being a comrade, it takes a lot, and back at home there's no cash. As we are speaking right now, even my own parents depend on me to some point. Okay, it is wrong, but because of how I have been, to some point I support them financially. You know, I said I originate from Uganda.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, when they divorced with dad, she went to Uganda for a while. So all those years I was alone. So when I was in Form 4, I went to Uganda and brought my mom back to Kenya. So we started living in Kenya. So it forced me to pay the rent for her. So by the time I'm coming to school, that is university, by the time I'm joining, I had no funds. The first lot of the funding, it was a Harambe. And when that cash was complete, like when I used all the cash, I was now broke. Mom was also broke. So I tried to find something to do so that I can earn this money. The first thing that came to my mind, or I was introduced to a kind of online something like online earnings and all that. So this online thing, it was about an investment, and the minimum requirement was $100 US. So I had no money, but I really tried and found this $100 US. By then I think it was 14,000 shillings. So this 14,000, I remember the company was CoinPack Limited. I think it is a website where you store your money, like that $100, and in a week there's some kind of profit you get from that. So the first months it was good. It was almost some 4 months. I earned a lot of money there. So from the 14,000 I got almost 700,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So from that, I felt like, you know, the more you invest, the more you get the profit. So I felt like I need to invest $1,000. Now minimum was $100, and that meant that at the end of the week you get 3,000. So if I could get $1,000, that means per week I could even earning 20K. So I wanted to have a stable income. So I went to look for friends, comrades, most of them. I met a caretaker who even gave me 20,000. So when you give me 20,000, I could promise to give you 40,000. And I could give back because the company was giving back. So it only was for a few months, 6 months. But it came a time that I had asked for over 200,000. So I had 200,000 that never belonged to me. Plus mine, it was amounting to almost 100,000. But 200,000 was not mine. So the company disappeared with all the money.
What?
So my friends who had asked for this kind of loans that I could double at the end of the day, they were now on my neck that they wanted their money back, together with the caretaker. Or he even threatened me to go to the police and all that. So I had 200,000 while I was a second year student. No, first year, second semester. To raise this money, 200,000, within a week. And the pressure was too hard on me. So I tried now to go to this carpentry now with no skills. The only thing I knew, I is I wanted this money so bad. Because it was between life and death. Even my closest friend was like, that money ilikuwa ya school fees. I want that money back. And you have only 2 days to get that money.
Yeah, so can you just tell us maybe where did you see or what motivated you into carpentry, because there are many hustles outside here. So how did you majorly just specify to go for carpentry?
I remember while I did the 200,000, I used to live in Nelson Mandela, a good hostel that we used to pay 16,000 per semester. But then because of poverty, I had to move to Revakuja. I think it's around 3 kilometers from here, to stay there. And that house was empty. It was 3 rooms and it was empty. It was an empty room, totally. And we never had even a bed or anything. So I really tried to think, because I even never owned a blanket. But one fine morning, I decided now I want to make a bed. I couldn't sleep on the floor. And I tried starting with a matandiko, the ones in the bed. And it was so perfect. And I was like, oh, so I can do this. While I was proceeding with the making of the bed, a certain lady came and told me she wants a shoe rack. I've never made a shoe rack since I was born, but she told me she has 700 shillings and she wanted a bed. A shoe rack, sorry. So, and I was like, how is this shoe rack like? And she tried to explain to me how the shoe rack was. And I went to Yamarambe town. I purchased some timber and I came to make the shoe rack. And she was so happy about the shoe rack. That was the first time. Okay, I guessed. I never had any tool. So I went to the timber yard. They gave me the measurements and they came and did. Okay, it was not a good work, but she was satisfied. So I thought that if one lady has come with 700 shillings and I have spent 300 shillings, so definitely I'm getting a double of what I gave the capital. So from that point, I now received many clients telling me they want the same thing. So I started with specifically shoe racks for a while. And that shoe racks, I believe it paid a lot. Like from the 200,000, I came to clear the 200,000. So, and as time went by, I became so perfect on the carpentry thing. So even if you see this chair that I'm seated on, I believe you witnessed while I was making it, and it is just okay. It's not the first. There are several. Yeah.
So can you just please tell us how is your going? How much do you make per day, and how much do you get from your business?
I was doing a report yesterday, and I realized in 2 months, I made 70,000 shillings. And the capital, it was around 20,000. So definitely, I get a profit of 50,000 from the carpenter. And in a day, it depends. When I get a client, for example, if I go to field, I have all the tools that I need. So like yesterday, I went out for a certain task. It was not a heavy one. It took 4 hours and I was paid 2,000 shillings. Material belonged to the client. So definitely if I have time and that client are there, I can make even per day 10,000. I can get a contract that I can do it in a day that I receive 6,000 shillings.
Yeah, so you also told us about friends.
Yeah.
So how was friends, or jinsi gani marafiki wamekuwa kwa manufaa katika kazi yako?
My workshop, I think it is 15 feet by 15 feet. I have not even put put a hole there. Like they have supported me fully when I need them. Like, okay, they are not that skilled, but anything that needs labor, they are always there. For example, if I get a client who wants to do a heavy task, for example, even if it's going to the forest to get the timbers, they are always there with me. And also, as the day comes to an end, I also give them a token of appreciation. Like the one who I went with yesterday, I gave him 600 shillings in a day. So you see that friends, they come help me, they support me, they encourage me, and then I also give them a token of appreciation.
Yeah, so, and what about now the challenges? Because there are some of the 2-3 challenges maybe you're faced in your business.
Yes. One of the challenges, it was tools. Huh? The tools, for example, I have tools that amount to almost 150,000. But they are small tools, different tools. Like jigsaw, we have circular saw, we have the electric plane, we have the clamp, and these small like hammers. It's costly. Like it is you can carry in one bag, but it is 150,000. That is one of the challenges. So if you don't have capital, you will find you cannot work effectively. Then secondly, when I'm having classes, you'll find that day I have 3 classes, and a client wants his job to be done that same day. So you'll find that I can miss either 3 class or I miss the 10,000. So if you're not so focused, you will choose the 10,000 and miss the 3 classes. So most of the time I go to class, I miss the 10,000, the job is given to someone else. That is the second challenge I experience in my work. And then the third challenge, I am being underpaid because I'm a comrade. Jobs are there are a lot of jobs, but you'll find that when a comrade is picked to do the same job, they underpay this person. A job that is supposed to be 3,000, you're given around 2,000 because you're a comrade. It is a challenge that I've experienced many times. Yeah. Then another challenge, when you are unskilled, before you get the skills, you will have to get a lot of injuries. You'll have to get a lot of injuries, so that because you have not gone to any training, you are training yourself while working. So you'll get a lot of injuries. In as much as you have protective clothes, you will have to go through a lot to get that.
Yeah. So personally, how has the work so far helped you, or how has the business so far helped you at the current situation?
Personally, I have a sister, although she is older than me. She had deferred for 2 years, and she never managed to go to a bachelor degree, but she was doing a diploma. I paid her fee the other day. I cleared her fee. She was studying in Masinde Muliro, so I cleared the fee. My fee also I did clear. Then it has impacted most of my friends around me, that there is no friend who can be depressed because of finance. I always chip in. So it's better I fail to eat, but a friend to be helped at some point.
Okay.
Also, I don't remember the last time I asked for any cash from home, but I am the one who sent. When I believe even the last message is an M-Pesa going back home.
Yeah, so I think we're coming to an end of our interview. So what advice can you give to comrades who are in this campus, who maybe don't have hustles, or who maybe are thinking of starting one, or which type of business can you suitably tell them at the current situation right now?
Well, starting a business requires a lot. Maybe capital, but for a student, a comrade who is focused and determined to make some extra cash, apart from the pocket money they get from their parents, there are a lot of businesses they can do. Like maybe smoking, there's eggs there. Okay, I cannot advise everyone to be a carpenter because it takes a lot. So see, you have seen it has taken me 4 years to be stable. But once you want to do something, you just have to be determined. It's better you fail than not starting. Better you try doing something, and then at the end of the day you say, no, I failed because I cannot do this. But I believe if you're so determined, you can proceed and you will get the better of it.
Yeah, so I think I've finished my question. Hoseah, you've asked everything. I've asked everything. Yeah. So, Brother Elikana, thank you for the which you have conducted with one of our own from Rongo University. So I think the story will be featured in maybe one of our new newspapers, maybe the Daily Nation or the Standard, because it's one of the very captivating stories which will impact a positive effect on the youth and mostly the comrades.